Hi guys, just a quick update on how my trying of my new denture went yesterday. Now I'm getting a full upper denture. I've bought a private denture and my denture is made with chrome rather than acrylic. As I said in a previous video, I did have a partial acrylic denture and it really got to my gag reflex really quite badly. So when I sat down with my dentist at the beginning of this process, we both decided that going for a chrome denture would be better for me, purely because the actual chrome that's used is paper thin and you just don't feel it as much as you do when you have the full acrylic. Now I wasn't 100% sure what my dentist was getting designed for me until yesterday, but what I have is a horseshoe, a full horseshoe denture, so there's nothing sitting at all on the top of my mouth, which first of all is fantastic. It just feels a lot more natural, and I won't lose things like taste and sensitivity and all that kind of stuff that some people might have from having a full acrylic denture that sits plumb on the top of their mouths all the time. So yeah, that was pretty good. The issue that I had yesterday was the suction wasn't fantastic. I was assured by the dentist that the suction would get better once these teeth have been removed and it's no longer the wax try-in version. I was told that because it's wax, it's not quite the same. My dentist has been really quite upfront and honest throughout this whole process. He did say to me yesterday with regards to suction that it may take 3 to 6 months to get there, obviously with bone reduction as well. So it might be that once I get my reline at about 6 months, that's when the suction will probably be at its best, and I'll have to use some sort of fixodent in the meantime, which I'm fine about. But like I said, the main thing about the denture that I'm getting made, it's made with chrome. It doesn't have the plate. It is a horseshoe, and it's actually a very small horseshoe. There's not a lot of chrome on this denture. When I tried it on yesterday, I wouldn't use the word blown away, but really surprised at how little I could feel it in my mouth. Having gone from the acrylic one previously, this one you wouldn't notice it at all. The chrome really is paper thin. What I find bizarre is there's nothing on YouTube, there's nothing online really that talks about full chrome dentures. There's a lot of stuff about partials, but not a lot about fulls. So I was a little bit concerned that nobody gets these and they're maybe not the done thing. So what I would say is my experience so far through this process makes me think that the chrome one's probably best for me. So I would say that anybody that has problems with gag reflex, people that's concerned about having a plate sitting on the roof of their mouth, they should have a chat with a dentist about chrome dentures. Now, I paid £650 for my private denture. However, I have dental insurance as well. I'm going to make another video at dental insurance, so I won't go into it too much. But I have dental insurance, and the dental insurance covered what would be the NHS part of that. So, strangely enough, my insurance company paid the English equivalent, which was £256, which is what you guys in England pay for your dentures on the NHS. In Scotland, it's a little bit cheaper, so I got a good deal from my insurance company. So, technically, I only really paid £400 for my chrome denture, which is really, really good. Sometimes I think it's worthwhile looking at private, because if you're only getting one or the other, so upper or lower, then there's not a huge difference between what you pay on the NHS versus what you pay privately, but the results that you get on the private denture are significantly better. I go back again in a week, so next Wednesday I go back in for my final fitting, and then that'll be me all done. One of the other things I just want to mention as well are the colour of the teeth that I chose. Now I chose A1. Now as you can see, my teeth are actually, they're not yellow, but they're certainly not white. And when I had the A1s sitting up against these yesterday, wow, they looked white, really, really white. I was really tempted to drop my colour down, perhaps to an A2. However, I've had awful teeth as far back as I can remember. Back into my early teens, I've had really horrible teeth. I've never liked my smile. So I thought, screw it, I'll keep these really bright ones and yeah, see what happens. I am going to have to whiten my bottom teeth to match them, I have to say, but wow, these teeth are super white. When you're picking your colour and they show you a chart and they show you the individual teeth colours, they don't look super white on paper. However, once they get in your mouth, yeah, really, really white. So A1s are what I've chosen. My dentist has said that an A2 is probably the best, most natural, bright shade. But like I said, I've had a horrible smile for more than 20 years, and I want to have a smile that I'm really, really happy about once this whole horrible denture process has finished. So I guess just to summarise the kind of whole try-in experience for me, it's great to, if you still have teeth, it's great to see what they'll look like. However, it's difficult to get a really good, to really judge them when you still have horrible teeth in your mouth. Again, with the fit, it's difficult to get a good fit when you still have extractions still to have. So keep that in mind if you're going for your try-in and you still have teeth. You're not going to come out thinking, wow, they look amazing, because they're up against your current not so good teeth. So keep that in mind. And like I said, with colours, don't worry too much if the teeth that you choose look really white when you first put them in. You will get used to them. Now, I've said this in most of my videos, but for me, the most important part throughout this whole process has been finding a dentist that I'm able to talk to and that I trust and that I feel is doing the right thing for me and not the right thing for themselves. My dentist through this process has been absolutely first class. Even when talking to my dentist yesterday about my concerns about suction on this new denture, his words to me were, we'll give it 3 to 6 months, we'll do a couple of relines, and at the end of that process, if we aren't happy with how it's fitting and how the suction is working, we'll just order a new one at no extra cost. So for me, that's the kind of dentist that you really want to be looking for, one that's interested in you and not interested in lining their own pockets. I'm going to do another video probably later on this week just discussing the differences between private and NHS and how to kind of mix them up, and is there really a big difference, particularly when you're getting dentures in terms of cost. Like I said before, when you're getting one or the other, so just one, you're going to be paying about £256 on the NHS, and probably only an additional maybe £100 for a private denture if you go private, and you get so much more. You get a more detailed gum line, you get more choices with your teeth. They use a high impact acrylic, which is stronger, which occasionally allows them to make it thinner, therefore more comfortable. But I'll go into all this in one of my next videos. If you have any questions about the try-in, please leave a comment below. If you're part of the Facebook group that I follow, please feel free to drop me a line on that as well, and I'll do my best to answer any questions that anybody has. It's really been a challenging journey, this, for me, and I'm kind of glad that it's coming to the end. But if I can help anyone else at the beginning of their journey get to where I am now, then yeah, I'll be really happy. So have a great day. I'm out.